What's up, guys? Legendary Triangle here. Another rant for the day. Apparently, I have to clarify this. Not trying to attack anybody at all. Just responding. So, John said, this whole Black Lives Matter thing would, make 2020 worse. It wouldn't. The reason why, because here's the thing. If George Floyd wasn't killed innocently, then 2020 wouldn't been worse. Again, I do not support the riots. Again, I do not support them. I support the peaceful protests. I support Black Lives Matter. I support Blackout Tuesday. I support that. But I don't support the riots, which does make 2020 worse. The innocent killing of George Floyd makes 2020 worse. 2020 is a shit year. Obviously. 100%. On the YouTube side of things and on the real life side of things. I 100% know this. Okay? Black Lives Matter is a protest to make things equal, not make black lives more, not to make them less, slightly less, to make them, not to make them more, to make them equal with everyone. Yes, I'm kind of mad because I've been saying this throughout the whole day in my last rant video on Instagram, not much on Twitter. That's the thing. He said, open your eyes. Is it really worth putting an already broken country on a path far worse that we've been dealt? It wouldn't be this way if the freaking cop didn't kill the man. And it's not leading us down a worse path. It's leading us to a better path where things are equal, where police brutality will either rarely or no longer be a thing. I've pointed out multiple facts. Black Lives Matter is a mathematical thing. Police brutality is going around. It's our right to protest. Now, again, if you just post a black square, right, your job's not done. No. Sign up. He pointed this out, and I 100% agree with him. I 100% told him this. He said, seriously, get some common sense before you try to change the world. We've been through enough in 2020 already. I have the common sense. It's 100% logical, right? But, and the thing he said, if you think your black square is done, don't think that, right? I said I agree. The black square is a good idea in my opinion, but people gotta do more, which is why I've been doing this whole day. Which I have. I've been, defining I've been spreading the message, Black Lives Matter, throughout the whole day. Giving my opinions on it all. I have to babysit from 5 in the morning to 5 in the afternoon, 12 hours. So I can't go outside and protest. And heck, there's not even a huge protest in the city I live in. I don't have time to Google the freaking phone numbers and whatnot because school and all that. So I'm not able to do much, but the more I spread the message, the more people get into it. Thus, more people do something about it, even if it's the smallest thing. I 100% understand how it is. Black Lives Matter is mathematical, not dictatorship. That, people are taking as dictatorship. It's mathematical, people. Mathematical. Alright? That's what it is. And it wouldn't put 2020 and America down a worse road. Not at all. In fact, it would put it down a better road. But the riots specifically, which is what I think John's trying to point out here, because he hasn't seen me say, and apparently didn't see me say the riots are bad or my video. I'm not sure. The riots absolutely suck. They should not be happening. Rioters are in-country terrorists based off definition, basically. They're basically in-country terrorists. They should be arrested. They deserve to be arrested, rioters. Peaceful protesters, on the hand, that's our right. You can't say it would put us down a worse path because people have protested before with stupider stuff. And people are like, okay, it, like, that, this is one of the bigger movements, and it's came up multiple times. This is the biggest one, though, because it was in daylight, caught on camera, and everyone's freaking inside, and there's nothing else to do, because of coronavirus. Hashtag fuck coronavirus. But yeah, I had to clarify this. I do not support the riots. Those are terrible. Those make 2020 worse. Hashtag Black Lives Matter. People who actually peacefully protest don't make 2020 worse. It won't bring America to a worse thing. It will make it to where police brutality and racism is way less. That's what it stands for. It's a mathematical thing. Make all lives matter. That's what Black Lives Matter means. 3. Don't just post a black square. I 100% agree with John on that. Don't just post a black square. Do more. Spread the message. Contact officials. Legislate. Get, more, stuff need to be seen way you can become a police officer. Look at the background of famous people who are running for president. Trump, to be example. Like, some of the stuff he has pointed out that I didn't point out, that I thought was common sense. That's, I 100% agree with him on the black box thing, but it 100 won't lead America down a bad road. 2020 is down a bad road because it's fucking 2020. It's fucking terrible. And because the officer, if it's called a domino effect. If the police officer doesn't kill George Floyd, now the video would still be up, but if he doesn't kill him, there's not this much of an outrage. There's no riots. There's less protests. It's less of an issue. I probably wouldn't even be participating in it. I'd probably say one post about it, and go back to my regular stuff. It's the fact that he freaking murdered the man. Everyone knows the person was murdered. Now, I know John's a good man. He's 100% a good man. Do not hate him on this. I'm just clarifying it for him. Mainly. That's what I'm mainly doing here. So, again, I do not support the riots. Those are bad. Peaceful protest, I support. Black Lives Matter is a mathematical thing. Have to look at it from a different angle than what it's just saying. And this will not lead America down a worse path, nor 2020. It will make racism way less throughout the world and in America. And 4, 2020 is already a bad year. The riots and the fact that the police officer killed George Floyd make 2020 worse. I had to clear this up. Peace.